Well, I'm here. I didn't have to stay long at rehearsal, so I came home early, but I still wanted to be able to do my live stream at the same time. So this is not a cooking video or live, although I will be cooking, so maybe it is. But more it's talking about the good news. I said, talking about the good news. I'm under review. I've told everybody in every live stream today, which is good. I wonder how long it'll take, I do. I wonder how long it'll take. I hope it doesn't take too long. Some people it's happened overnight. Other people, I guess, it could be a month. Not interested in a month. I'll just have to, hey, Shawana's Creative Circle, how are you? This isn't a cooking live, I'm under review live and other stuff, like what I usually vlog about my day. So, and my day was rough. Can't you tell by my hair? Oh, wait, that's how my hair always looks. So I'm surprised it took from Monday to Wednesday, but I guess that's not unusual. When I looked at my hours on Monday, they were 2 days behind. So I knew by Wednesday I should see something different. But there was this weird thing. Oh, thank you. There was this really weird thing that happened. Hey, Lynx Acres. So what had happened was that on Monday, I woke up with 4,070 hours. On Tuesday at 3:30 in the morning, I know better than this, but I still wanted to check those hours. I am home early, Lynx Acres. I shouldn't check the hour at 3:30 because that's when they're really calculating. So I got on and I checked my hours, and my hours went down to 4,010. So I lost 60 hours since the day before. Then I was like, oh no. Put this aside. Don't worry about it. And then at 5:30 in the morning, when I normally check my hours, I went back in and it had said 4,040. I was like, oh my God. And Tuesday in Creator Studio, I went from 3,950 to 3,975. Hi, Antoinette. Good to see you. So I still had, according to Creator Studio, I still had 24 hours to go. According to YT Studio, I was at 4,040. Today I wake up and YT Studio, and that's different between YT Studio on your phone and the new Creator Studio, or Beta, Creator Studio Beta, which said I had 4,035. Long story short, I woke up this morning with 4,060. And then when I went to the Creator Studio, the traditional one, the old one, where you get monetized, it said I was under review with 4,002 hours. So I don't care how it works. I'm under review. I'm under review. So that's good. That's really good. And it's been an exhausting day. I know, right? Roller coaster. So, as long as you know that you're in the upward trajectory, don't worry about it going 10, 20, because I lost 30 hours, 40 hours, 30 hours in one night. I don't know how it worked. I don't know what was going on. Crazy, but you got it. Yeah, right. Who cares? Who cares? But I wonder, like, a couple of folks in my community, my YouTube communities, got monetized in less than 24 hours. Others, it took 48 hours. Another person, it took a week. Lisa at Carter Zeitz was saying that sometimes it takes a month. I don't want it to take a month, and I hope it doesn't matter how much, how many videos you have, because I have over 300 videos. So I hope that isn't part of the issue, is that they have to scrutinize each one. Hey, Celtic Gardener, how are you? I'm under review. I know you said hi, Laren. So I did get home early, Lynx Acres. You were right about that. So I am going to cook, but this is not going to be a cooking live. I'm going to look at you while I chop vegetables. You're not going to watch me cut celery again, or a Vidalia onion, or a carrot. You don't need to, right? So if you guys don't know Celtic Gardener, he just did a beautiful beef vegetable stew. I was really impressed with it. I was really happy. I was like, I want to use that recipe. And he was using tomato juice for the base for this beef vegetable soup. And that made me think I could use my Bloody Mary mix and it doesn't have alcohol in it, but I could use my Bloody Mary mix in a soup. So that's what I'm doing tonight. Like I said, this is not a cooking vlog. I'm just telling you the little things I'm doing. So I'm going to use that and my chicken feet stock. Yes, I said chicken feet stock. I'm going to use that in my chicken feet stock to make this soup. So it's a chicken vegetable soup. But you guys, I'm under review. Celtic Gardener was my first outside of family. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Celtic Gardener was my first outside of family and subscribers last year. And when I went to his channel, he was making some sauerkraut in his basement. I thought, oh, wow. And Celtic Gardener, there was a whole crew of you guys who, at first, my following on YouTube was 95% white men from the South. I don't know why or how that worked, but I got some really good friends out of it. And then, you guys, I'm looking for a knife, sorry, and it's behind my computer. Okay. Yeah, so my following at first, for the first I think it was 3 months, I had very few. All of a sudden, I had a flood of female followers and friends on YouTube. So now my following is 70% African-American women. Well, no, excuse me, 60% African-American women, 10% white and other, like outside of the country, and white women, something like this. I could be making this up. And then the rest are men of different colors, many men. But still, of that 30% of male following I have, many of them are white and from the South and have long beards like Celtic Gardener. So thank you, Celtic Gardener. I don't know why I appealed to you, but I think you're really cool. Yes, LOL, Southern white men. Yes. Lynx Acres, I know you are. So you're in that 10%, that little 10% bracket. Saucy Senoritas, how are you? I just think it's funny, I especially the male part. Like I said, the beginning, it was in the beginning, like the first 3 months of my channel, 90% of my or subscribers were white males. And I was like, white males from the South. But now I have all sorts of wonderful friends. And Lynx Acres, the reason that the part about Black women is important to me, not that I love all my subscribers, but the reason that was important to me is I live in Minnesota, as you know, and in my profession, there are very few people of color, especially at the high school level, and I don't ever get to communicate with anybody, not like-minded, but I don't get to communicate with anybody really of color who in my immediate surroundings, which is kind of sad to think of it that way. But now I have a plethora of people on YouTube that I feel I can talk to, and it's great. Battissimo is here. God, cooking again. Yes, I am well, how do you say that? That's an interesting name. So cooking again. Well, but this isn't a cooking live. I just happen to be cooking. So, hey, look at you. I can't say your name. I apologize. Sales from because German's how audience perceive. Oh, okay. So here's his description of his channel. The Godani. It sounds silly saying it, and I'm an English teacher and I can't say it. Marketing is the cornerstone of any sales program because it determines how an audience perceives a product or service. An effective marketing strategy addresses 4 basic elements: product, price, promotion, and distribution. Find the perfect balance and you'll be positioned for success. To help you do so, we stay on top of social trends, cultural influences, technological developments, tracking their effects and consumers and purchasing behavior. Come on, man. All right. If you guys don't know him, sounds like a really good channel. Go check him out. Yep. So I'm just cutting some celery. And let's do what I normally do. So the exciting thing about today is that my channel is under review. The other part of my day was, how do I say, crap. It was truly difficult. Now, dance was fine. Dance is always fine. My girl did Zumba. Yep. And this was her last class of Zumba, where we're doing it every week because we start African next week. But then we did 2 classes of Zumba. So that was fine. I went upstairs. My other kids had their last work day, which isn't actually their last work day. They don't know that. What they do know is they have the majority of their project done so that they can have a good weekend because they'll present on Monday. So tomorrow they're going to do their end of quarter reflection, which is just about, what did I learn in English? 9th graders, what did I learn in English this quarter? What did I do well in English this quarter? What was fun about English? What would I like to see different? And what are my goals for next quarter? So hopefully they'll all say, I want to be a better writer, because next quarter is all about writing. So all about it. I mean, all about it. Hold on, I'm getting something. And then came my co-taught special ed class. Unfortunately, my co-teacher could not be there because she had a meeting and there was no sub supplied. I know, my husband's a white male. Yep, and he's bearded. You guys, there's something about you. I love it. But so there was no sub in my very challenging class, which it was just about behavior today. It was about managing behavior. I did manage to get some work done. Something just dinged. I did manage to get some work done, but it was mostly, can you please sit down? I like that you're working today. Let's see if you can write more of that. So I couldn't teach. No teaching. And by the end of the hour, because, you practice as a good teacher, live, love, and learn. Yes. And Karen, congratulations to you. I've worked really hard for this. I don't know if I feel that way yet. I was in shock that I got to 4,000 hours, but I don't know if I feel that. I don't know if I worked really hard or if this is how hard I work. Does that make does that make sense? So it didn't seem unusually hard for me. What seems hard for me is the fact that I have allergies again. What seems hard for me is my job. This doesn't seem hard. Now, sometimes getting my videos done on time, that's hard. But I have so much fun. I really do. I have so much fun developing my videos and, building my videos. I say to my husband, I need to go build a video. He's like, oh, okay. So special. Making barbecue pork butt tomorrow. Excellent. Oh, I'm just cooking a soup. I am doing a chicken vegetable soup, but this isn't a cooking vlog, Saucy. This isn't a cooking vlog. And in the broth, I'm going to add some Bloody Mary mix because it's got some really great spices. And Kilda Gardner, who is the green guy in here, he gave me the idea because he was making a beef vegetable stew with tomato juice. And I was like, I don't have any tomato juice and I want to make a chicken vegetable stew. But I do have this delicious, spicy, not too spicy, but spicy Bloody Mary mix. I've had it for a while and my husband asked me why I bought it because I don't like Bloody Marys. I like bloody beers. So have you ever heard of a bloody beer? This is a very adult conversation if any of my students are hanging out in the background watching. A bloody beer is beer with Bloody Mary mix. I think they used to call it a poor man's Bloody Mary, but I prefer a bloody beer. But we don't drink in the morning. Unless we're on vacation, we don't drink alcohol in the morning. And even on the weekends, we don't wake up and have a Bloody Mary with our brunch because we have so much to do. I work 12-hour days. Full time, even though he's hired part-time. Oh, it was so good. Yeah. Oh, what? Oh, the stew? Yeah. Hey, try it, buy it, make it, sell it. I have to go watch a video. Am I frozen? Okay. Bloody beers are good. That's all I'll tell you. They're good. Especially if, we're in Minnesota, Wisconsin, North Dakota, South Dakota. We're all beer drinkers here. Minnesota has some of the best breweries outside the East Coast and California and Chicago and I guess Texas. But yeah, so we're just not morning drinkers. So I have this Bloody Mary mix. I'm not going to take it on vacation with me. I'm not going to, so I'm going to use it in soups and stews. I wish you could smell it. Let me see if I can. Well, it smells like spicy tomato. It smells like Bloody Mary mix, only spicy. So, all right. So I have that cut up. And like I said, this is not a cooking vlog, so you're not going to see me cut my vegetables. You're going to see me looking at you and paying attention to the chat. Beer, yum. Sound like my husband, Kilter Gardner. Yeah, so let's go back to my day. I get the super high of, your channel has reached the threshold, blah, 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 blah. You're under review. I'm like, woohoo, woohoo. But it was kind of like, woohoo, because it was 5:30 in the morning. Woohoo, yay. But then I come down, I have that class. There is no co-teacher. And you have to understand. Oh, yes, Lynx Acres. Yes, that sounds good. Tea with Jaeger. Except for I can't do Jägermeister. I told you that. Last time I had it, I thought my stomach was going to explode with fire. So, okay, where was I? Oh, so that class just kind of wrecked the rest of my day. I tried not to let it, but afterwards I was so tired. I mean, I was like, that took all of my creative energy, all of my physical energy, all of my mental energy, because when you are doing behavior management all the time, it kind of, and you don't know if you're teaching, and you know that you're missing the kids that could possibly use your help, because you're managing the behavior of 5 people, maybe 6. Yes. Yeah, I agree. And I thank you for that face, Kilter Gardner. And that's just not fair to the rest of this class. It's not fair to me. It's not fair to the kids who are having their behavior managed, because unfortunately they see a window of opportunity that there's not somebody here, there's not a second body here, so they're just going to be popcorn. It makes me angry. So I was exhausted, and then I went to sleep during lunch, so I didn't eat lunch. And then I had my last 2 classes, and I got to tell you, I checked out. I literally checked out. They were doing what they needed to do, so I knew that they were fine. Okay, I'm going to cut up some chicken, so I need some gloves. I knew that they were fine, but I mean, I literally was checked out. And I don't think that's fair to them either. So here it is, where I'm doing the job of 2 people for 1 hour, and then the other 2 classes get shafted because I can't perform at that level for them because I'm done. Teaching is hard, and it's gotten harder. But I've never been in an easy school, so I don't know what an easy school is. Actually, the school I'm in right now is the easiest I've ever been in. This is the hardest situation I've been in since 2000. Let's see, 2004. 2004 was the worst year I've ever had teaching. And that's the year 3 things happened. I ended up going to the hospital because I got beat up by a mob. I ended up going to urgent care because I got kicked so hard in the gut. That's what prompted, and the third thing that happened was I got kicked so hard in the gut that my hysterectomy. Yep, Kilter Gardner. If there's any other guys in here, my hysterectomy was moved up 3 weeks because I was losing blood. So teaching, those are the kinds of schools I've been in. Shortly after I left that school was shut down. And they gave all sorts of reasons for it. But the truth is, it was dangerous, and they hadn't had an effective principal for 5 years. So, oh yeah. Yeah. Try it, buy it, make it, sell it. And, this is Minnesota. Chicago is a whole nother story, because a lot of our kids travel up from Chicago, and you can tell they've been in Chicago public schools. Not because the teachers are bad. The teachers are not bad. The teachers in Chicago get combat pay. Now, I think that's a bad thing to call it, but I don't know if it's called that anymore. It was called that before. When I was over in Minneapolis, we heard about the combat pay. We had teachers who were moving to Minnesota from Chicago, real tough folks. We had teachers moving who were so pleased that whatever school they were in, it didn't feel like the schools they were in when they decided to take combat pay. Shawana, kindergartner. Okay, thanks. I think so, Shawana. Shawana, would you? If I have 1,000 hours but not enough watch time, can I use my phone to go live? Yeah. Oh, didn't mean to. Yeah. You have to have. Is it 1,000 hours? I think it is. I thought it was. Yeah, I guess it is. I don't know what is it, kindergartner? Is it 1,000 hours? I don't remember what the hours were. I streamed live on my phone the last day before you couldn't do that anymore. That was my first live stream. It was 2 minutes. Not there yet, just wondering. Yeah, but you know what? The only reason I stream on my phone is because I'm driving. I still prefer to stream on my laptop because I feel like I have more control. So go live. Use your laptop. Enjoy it. I don't know how much chicken I need. These are pretty big pieces. And I'm also using chicken breast. I don't have any chicken thigh. I prefer chicken thigh. Much more flavor. Hi, Tim. How are you? Thank you for being you. This is not a cooking live. I am cooking. But like I said, I'm not going to show you that I'm cutting up another stalk of celery or the chicken or any of that. I'm just going to get this together. So, and my plan was to do a short live, so I won't be here too long. I think these daily lives should be short. Yes, celery. So I am going to should I do the vegetable? No, I'll do the chicken first. I'm going to season this, and then I'm going to dump it in the pan. So, Tim, how long do you think it'll take for my notification about monetization will be? I don't know. Hey, B-Lady. Yes, under review. And, they sent all sorts of stuff about here's what you have to make sure your channel looks like, the content, all that. They sent all of that. I was grateful for that. I think I'm going to be okay. What do you think, B-Lady? You think I'm going to get monetized? I'm just a little concerned because I am a member of Giphy.com, and I'm a creator on Giphy.com, and we have permission to use the Giphies. But I'm afraid that that's going to mess me up somehow. But I don't know. I don't know. I tend to do that on my channel. I don't know what that's about. Okay, I wish I had some chicken fat. I don't think I do. I think I used it all. Hold on. Hey, bee lady, this is not a cooking live. I just happen to be cooking. Oh, there's some good. All right. Yeah, I think I used all my chicken fat. I'm gonna have to use pork fat. Someday soon, I am going to do, I think I should do it this weekend. I'm gonna do another lard video. I can put this one back in the fridge. What am I doing? Okay. What is a Giphy.com? Giphy.com is where you go and create GIFs, you know, those animated things that repeat over and over again. Like I said, I'm a creator on there. I'm a creator at Giphy.com, and which means I make short animated videos that have no sound that I add to my videos. Yesterday in my video, there was a cow that was walking saying, "Don't eat me." And other times I had a Chuck Norris punch. I don't know if you remember that from my pepper video. All those little videos within videos that have no sound that add to the video and make it funnier. So that's the only thing I'm worried about. But when I was watching videos about content creation, about copyright and all that, I think I'm in the clear. The only thing that matters is if somebody makes a complaint. And like I said, because I'm a member and a creator at Giphy.com, and that's what I'm using, I think I'll be okay. What advice did YouTube give you? They didn't have any for that. There was nothing about that. Nothing. So I think I'm going to be okay. I feel pretty good about it. So, hey, you guys, Bee Lady said something important. And, you know, it looks like most of you have. Who would complain, right? Okay, so it would be the person who made the GIF, the person who made that I use, which I have permission to use because I'm a member of Giphy.com and I create for that. People have permission to borrow all of my stuff or use all of my stuff in anything that they want. So mine are goofy though. So I think if somebody does a copyright claim on that, I think that's when I would be in trouble, but I don't think I'm going to be in trouble. So I just hope that the monetization comes through faster than, you know, sooner than later. So I'm just putting some, like I said, this is not a cooking vlog, but I will tell you that I am browning the chicken before I get it in whatever I'm doing with it. I think you would have a copyright claim by now. I would think, yeah, I think so too. I think I'm fine. I was watching yesterday's video, you guys. I have really created my own style. I have a way of making videos now that is so, I think my voice, as we say in English, my voice is really apparent. Like you saw this video, you would know that I made it because of water sounds, because of music, because of content, obviously. But I sat back yesterday and I was like, okay, this isn't my best video, but this is me. And I am more me when I'm doing teacher vlogs, which this is now just a daily vlog because I want it all to fit under Kicking It with Karen Beyond Sauerkraut. I want it to be under that umbrella. So daily vlogs. I'm myself when I'm doing daily vlogs. I'm myself when I'm doing fermentation videos. And I'm myself when I'm doing gluten-free. I am also myself when I'm doing like self-care, DIY self-care products, but I'm not very good at those. I mean, everything has been a success. The lotion that I made for my face was really good, but I don't think the videos are that exciting. Just getting some color on this. What do you have to say? What do you have to say? Food Forest Permaculture, hello. I don't know if you heard, but I am under review. YouTube has my channel under review. Super excited about that. Hi, B. So all of you are still here. So what's that mean? Food Forest Permaculture. What that means is your girl is possibly going to be monetized soon. So they review to make sure that your channel meets community guidelines and partner ads or the YouTube partnership guidelines. Time for the big payoff. Where do you send the money to? Big payoff. My 12 cents. Yes, my 12 cents for that I'll get for a month because there is no money in YouTube. No big payoff. Bee lady. So I need to say thank you. I know you told me this summer that you were a Patreon supporter for a few months. I wanted to say thank you because I received that money. And now I'm starting to do, today I was updating my Patreon. I started writing again because I feel like I have a more sense of what I'm doing. I stopped in April because I was overwhelmed by the concert and then moving up north and all of that stuff. And I'm like, wait a second, I paid to have my blog. So, here I am. Let's do this. So thank you for being a Patreon patron. Anybody else who's interested in doing that, I have the link, I think, in most of my videos, but I will be updating. I have not been a good Patreon person at all. 12 cents party time. Yes, that's right. What'd you say? Solo cups? Little shot solo cups? I can have a party. That was funny, Tim. Tim's really funny, you guys. If you haven't gotten over, Tim, do you have a channel? I think you do. But anyway, Tim's really funny. He's a friend of mine through Daddy Curves, who is my inspiration for my channel. I really like him. He's a fun guy. He makes me laugh. Okay, I need to turn this up and get some color on it. Nope, bad Patreon. You just advanced to, hey, Tim. Batismo says you just advanced to level 2. Now that is absolutely special. Do I know what that means? I know. What are you cooking? Bee lady, I'm doing a chicken vegetable soup with my chicken broth. And I'm going to Bloody Mary mix. I bought for Bloody Marys, but then I realized I don't drink in the morning. So I don't think I will ever be under review as I don't want the extra work. Congrats, Kickin. I don't know what the extra work is, but I'm sure I'll find out. I'm not talking about the cooking Bee lady because it's not a cooking vlog. It's a vlog about other stuff. So I need a pan that I can put this in. If I am using tomato, can I, Bee lady, I don't know if you can answer this for me. Hi, Eric, how are you? Eric, my channel's under review. I think you know that. I don't know. But Bee lady, if I am using cast iron, is it bad to use tomato juice? It's my daughter's oh, it's your daughter singing. That's great. Oh, you don't cook. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm using cast iron because I don't want to use that big pan. And if there's too much iron in it for my husband, I think he'll survive this one dish. Bee lady, you don't cook? You don't cook? So this is another hand-me-down from my brother who passed away, but I don't know what brand it is. This one, all of his pans that he gave me were near 100 years old when he gave them to me. This is actually called a chicken pot. And I am now burning my chicken. Excellent. It's got color on it. That's actually called a chicken pot. Where? Oh, it's in here. Okay. So we will put this. Okay, that's why that's that way. All right. Who's in the chat? Who's in the chat? It's Bo's birthday, the big one. Happy birthday, Bo. Say hello. Happy birthday to Bo for me. That is exciting. You're a busy guy. Kilda Gardner, like I said for people who were in here earlier, Kilda Gardner just did a really good beef vegetable stew. And because of him, I'm using Bloody Mary mix in my stew. How is that possible? Because he used tomato juice, and that gave me the idea of using Bloody Mary mix. And so I keep forgetting this is not a cooking vlog. Bloody Mary in her stew. Yes. Because you should smell this. It smells tomatoey. Oh, and spicy. Smell that. You got it? You smell that? It's so good. Yes, Bloody Mary in my stew. It'll give it that extra kick, Bee lady. But let's not talk about that. So, my plan for tomorrow, hopefully my co-teacher will be there. It's not her fault, I know, but our class has been so disrupted. Just so disrupted that no learning, as far as I know, no learning happened today. Really frustrating. So my plan for tomorrow is that for that class, we do a makeup day. They're supposed to, your coach, again, there was a scheduled IEP meeting during our class time. Who's here? Hey, Grandpa's Adventures, how are you? I'm under review. I'm under review. No, YouTube has my channel under review. I'm super excited about that. Okay, time to taste. Good enough. This is not a cooking vlog. I just happen to be cooking, meaning I'm not going to show you what I'm chopping. Yep, I told you she was. I don't know, Bee lady. I don't know the answer to that. But I do know that I'm frustrated. And I called the office 4 times today to say somebody better get a teacher up here because this class is co-taught. This is not, anyway. Plant a food forest and help save the human race. Much love and respect, Karen and fellow Earthlings. Congrats, Karen. Wish you the best. Good to see you again, Bee lady. Thank you. Beer and tomato juice. Yes. This is going in my, how much should I? Let me wait until the vegetables are done. I just want to get, this isn't the cooking vlog, I forgot. Hey, Grandpa's Adventures, how is Luna? I hope you guys know Grandpa's Adventures. What? Well, I sure would find out. Ask her for her notes. Do you know who the students were? Anders Han. Anders is a student of mine at my school, and he's an excellent musician. And he's the conductor of our musical, and he's been kind enough to grace us with his presence today. Thank you, Anders. I'm cooking a chicken vegetable stew, and I'm putting in Bloody Mary mix just for flavor. It's this. No, there's no alcohol in this. So I watched your mushroom videos. Oh, for Food Forest, yeah. The Bull's Garden. Oh, the Bull's Garden is here? That's another great channel. It sounds really good. It's going to be great, Anders. It's going to be great. So, I burned my chicken. Not really. It just got a little color. I'm getting the, this is like a deconstructed, I know this isn't a cooking vlog, but I'm telling you anyway. This is like a deconstructed soup because I have all the parts cooking separately, and then I'm going to put it all together. My chicken stock looks like a SCOBY. What? So, what else? Okay, so I went to rehearsal. That was fine. I rehearsed for a half hour, and then I decided it was important for me to go home because I had nothing to do. And that's okay if I have nothing to do. We are really behind because we've had, well, yesterday, for example, when we had the threats. Which, by the way, I found out what happened. Some kid left a note in the bathroom that said he was going to blow up the school at 3 o'clock in the morning. Hey, Edward Smart, good to see you. Kitchen World, hey, Kitchen World is here too? Hey, oh my God, all these people love it. So there was a note that said that a kid was going to blow up the school at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. They had to take the threat seriously because in most schools where violence has happened, Sandy Hook was, I think, the only one where it wasn't done by a student in the school. So we evacuated. They used the word evacuate. And so because we evacuated, we didn't have rehearsal, which puts us one more day behind. So, it happens. Oh, Boxer Luna Love is, you guys, oh my God, go see Luna. Luna is Grandpa Adventures' dog who has her own channel. Beautiful boxer, tongue hangs all the way out down here. And she likes lots of treats, kind of like my Stella. Okay, what am I going to do? I need to taste this. My stock is so good. I'm frozen. Am I still frozen? Gotta run, see you later. Thank you, Kilted Gardner. We were inside until 3:15, and then we did, well, right. I mean, I can't tell you, Anders. I really probably shouldn't be talking about it right now. Anyway, got that in there. Throw my chicken into the stock with all the drippings. Okay, that's going to be good, but we need to trade burners here. Got a little bit of color on there, but I think it's going to be good. See that? At the end, I'll put in some frozen peas. Like I said, though, this is not a cooking vlog. And I'm going to be done here soon because my afternoon vlogs are only supposed to be 30 minutes. Okay. Turn this way up. I'm going to add that Bloody Mary mix in there. Woo! So exciting. It's going to be delicious. Be the difference, hey! And all the chat, Bull's Garden cooking up a storm. Yeah, but it's not supposed to be a cooking vlog. I'll be done in a second. What are you doing?
Moving my clothes.
Oh, does it smell like fried food?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, I want to taste this stock. Oh, I got my poster laminated for the, this here. Forgot it at school, don't you know? It's got the perfect amount of spice. I'm How you okay. Do you make bone broth too? Yes. And I'll show you. You're probably gonna freak out here, but I'm gonna show you anyway. I'm gonna put this in here. You guys, my freezer is packed. I've been storing so many. Oh God. Oh. Okay. Hold on. Crush the finger. Okay. I make my chicken stock out of chicken feet. How did that pepper sauce come out that you were doing? Great, excellent, beautiful, tasty. So chicken feet, best chicken stock ever in the entire world. I got 5 pounds in here. Okay, let me see if I can not crush my finger this time. And I found some salmon that I froze a while ago, so I think we'll be having salmon probably on Friday. Because we plan every week what we're going to have. Oh, this is going to be so good. Oh, I have to show you. It's turning into a cooking vlog, darn it. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. Well, Edward Smart in horror movies in the back in the 30s and 40s. That's so good. Back in the 30s and 40s, they would actually use chicken feet to as witches' hands. I think that's funny. So it's done. I've been on far longer than I expected to be. That's a good rock band. Chicken feet, that's a good rock band. Okay, I'll try the chicken feet. Is that bone broth or regular broth? I make a huge pot. I use 5 pounds of, I do have a video, by the way. I use 5 pounds of chicken feet, 3 celery stalks, 4 carrots. I do some herbs, not a lot. I try to keep it as simple as possible. Peppercorn. I salt at the end. I let it boil. So the process is on the video, but I'll tell you this. I let it boil until the chicken feet fall apart. And then I strain all of it out. I I salt it to the amount I want, and it becomes a real, when it cools, it's full of gelatin. It's so good for your skin, your hair. A bone broth isn't a real thing. Bone broth is not a real thing. There is stock, which is made out of bones, and there is broth, which is made mostly of meat. So to say bone broth is not correct, but it's popular because the chicken feet are made out of, it's mostly cartilage and bone. There's very little meat on there. So it's a chicken stock made from chicken feet. If you are taking a whole chicken and boiling that to get something, you are getting a broth. Does that make sense? But bone broth is a popular saying now, and it's not a thing. Stock or broth. The name has been commercialized, I guess. Yes, absolutely. Stock from bones, broth is from meat. Yes. Thank you, Bee Lady. Okay, you guys, I am going to spend time with my husband. This is, like I said, I usually do my live streams after school for a half hour at the most. I think one day I went 40 minutes and it was just too long. Tomorrow I'll be vlogging from my car and it'll be dark because Minnesota does daylight savings and we're back in standard time, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so hubby needs time. That is so true. That is so true. He's playing his guitar, but he keeps coming out to see if I'm done, meaning he wants to be done playing his guitar. So is Anders still in here? Anders, are you still here? Or did you take off? I can figure that out. Anders, the reason I wanted to know if you were still here is I wanted to say thank you for coming in. And to Anders is a student at my school. He's a wonderful, wonderful human being. I've been nothing but impressed with the work he does with music and his life. So with that said, I want to say live, love, and learn, and I will see you all tomorrow. If anybody has some ideas about fermentation videos they'd like to see, shut up, Bee Lady. Oh, Bee Lady. Elizabeth. All right. Anybody has some fermentation videos they want to see? I will not do kimchi, just so you know. I have only had kimchi twice in my life. And I don't want to make something that looks like kimchi and isn't and call it kimchi because I think that's I think that's wrong. But anything you want to see fermented, let me know. I'm not out of ideas, but I want other people's ideas. Low sodium, please. Yes. Oh, buy it, try it, make it, sell it. So something fermentation, low sodium. You just gave me an idea, and that is to try to make a celery juice and try to ferment with that because I guess it works. So, yeah, but Bee Lady, have you tasted celery juice is super salty. This has been interesting. See you tomorrow. Yes, Bee Lady is giving me permission to head out and spend time with my husband. I love you all dearly. Grandpa's Adventures. Thank you for coming in. All of you that are still here, have a great rest of your evening, and I will talk to you later. Thank you. Bye. Yes, I want to end my stream.